Welcome back to Doctor Who The Adventure Games TARDIS. This is Act 2. I unlocked the achievement, The Doctor in the TARDIS,
very good.
for beating Act 1.
Lost somewhere in time, or maybe I'm the one who's lost.
It's interesting to think of the time inside the TARDIS.
It is a bit confusing.
It's the first time they've ever time travelled inside the TARDIS, I think. Well, probably not. There's so many stories, so many mediums.
I think I vaguely remember something like that happening. I suppose the end of the journey to the centre of the TARDIS is similar to that, because of the button and stuff.
Oh, that's very good, though. We better be careful not to spoil it, because if anyone's not seen it, the episode would be a lot less enjoyable if you knew the twist.
Make your mind up. Am I here or 1,000 years in the future?
That episode does remind me a lot of this one, but this one came first, so
maybe they were inspired by this.
maybe it's the same writer. I can't remember who wrote this one.
No, I can't remember who wrote Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS either.
I didn't particularly like that one.
I thought it was one of the highlights of Series 7.
Well, that's not saying much. Okay, he needs parts from the drawing room.
Something to keep track of time and something to focus the time in place.
So he's giving you some clues.
That's a new record.
Though, once you've clicked on the correct item, it will just pick it up and go, oh yeah, well, there it is.
Well, I'm pleased to see the drawing room again.
So it's not that hard.
He seems to walk quite strangely in this game.
Yeah, that's because of the bad animation.
I don't remember noticing it when I watched the other episodes there.
It's a strange way of moving as well. Like he accelerates. He doesn't just move. Like you can see he's starting to accelerate there.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog.
The fob watch, yeah, kind of. Fob watch for keeping track of time. You can do it with the WASD on arrow keys, or you can do it with the mouse by like holding down for him to start moving.
Oh, okay.
I usually use the mouse because it gives you a little bit more control.
Oh.
So you got to disassemble the chronon blocker by using the screwdriver on it.
Okay.
To get the.
Did not like it disassembled. Oh.
It's one of these puzzles again,
first.
which we. There wasn't any of these in Blood of the Cybermen. This is more of a City of the Daleks thing, which is kind of interesting as it is a callback to that first episode. So, I believe this is my second attempt, but you won't tell because of my excellent editing skills.
I wonder if this is actually what the sonic screwdriver is doing every time he uses it in an episode.
Maybe.
The recorder again. Excellent.
It's just because I misclicked it. We won't be using the recorder.
Oh, I like the picture with the flying saucer in the background.
This should heal the time lesion.
Well, there's two things on the stairs. Is it something he's just built, or
the tachyon feedback loop?
Oh,
Which it's like the other way round. We need to place them in the TARDIS console properly or something.
Oh.
If you get one in and then you fail, you have to get both of them in again.
Oh.
Which is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
So if I was to lose here, I would have to redo.
Well, I guess it's quite a short game. They've got to get as much time out of it as possible.
Yeah, though somehow they managed to get more time out of the other episodes without it being quite like this.
Now,
I guess so.
This as well as me, but there's 1,000 years between us.
1,000 years between them. But he didn't keep that console design for 1,000 years.
That's not how time works.
Maybe.
So now we have to send that feedback loop to Amy.
Are you going to play as Amy again?
Yes. She'll come back into it. But here I got confused and I went back to get the next part I'll need. Because I just assumed that by completing the puzzle he would have done the thing. When in actuality, you have to click the console and then you can come back. So I click it and it doesn't let me do anything.
He does look confused.
So I have to go back to the TARDIS console room. Press the thing and then come back. Oh, Doctor. He's getting senile in his old age.
Yes, I guess so. There we go.
So that was just me assembling it at the TARDIS console and then I have to put it on the thing.
I guess it adds a touch of realism to the game.
There's a lot of annoying clicking in this game where it doesn't feel like it's necessary. Oh, now I have to boost the power also, so...
Is that going to be another one of those games? Oh, no.
So now I have to go back and get the thing.
You could have just brought it in when he was in there a moment ago.
There we go, we got to use the thing from Blood of the Cybermen. Oh. So for both of these, we're mainly using things from the other 2 episodes. And also the fob watch.
It's like a season finale where everything kind of ties together.
I guess so, but there is one more episode after this.
Yeah.
And then the single episode of Series 2. Oh. Which is extra long.
Oh.
Possibly because they were using stuff that they couldn't use in the other ones.
I didn't actually know there was a Series 2 of these things.
That's the gunpowder plot one.
Oh,
so there's this, the Vashta Narada one.
Yeah.
And then the gunpowder one, Series 2.
I was actually a little disappointed when I found out there was a game of the gunpowder plot, because there's actually a Doctor Who book about the gunpowder plot as well. Now
maybe it makes sense.
Which one's real?
Maybe it references itself.
I hope so.
So this is another puzzle which was from episode 2. Oh. In a similar way to how...
You just match them up, don't you?
The other one was from episode 1. I kind of like this puzzle a little bit. Feels like I have control.
Looks like you could have more depth to it than the other ones.
Oh, I messed up.
Oh. There's Amy's life in your hands here. You have to be more careful.
Oh, she dead again. No, not that way.
Oh my.
Slow motion mode.
Definitely a series finale.
Amy! It's me. Well, a recording of me.
Huh? Oh,
fade out.
So she's 1,000 years in the future.
Yes.
So I guess that means this is a future where, because of this, nothing ever changed. And that's why the TARDIS console still looks the same. No continuity error.
Amy, it's me. Well, a recording of me, but that's neither here nor there. Unlike us, who are both here and there, in a sense.
Oh, stop rumbling!
Anyway, I'm rambling. The Time Riptide has destabilized a force field which was trapping a sort of glowy, blobby thing called the Entity.
He didn't sound that committed to that line, if I'm honest. It's not aftershave.
I get it. Talk faster.
You think, actually, with the Doctor being immortal, he should still be there 1,000 years in the future.
So I've set this alarm for you. You need to answer some questions.
Maybe he is.
Who you are. If someone else finds this before you, it'll stop them unlocking the code.
Repair the time. Oh.
It's a quiz! For some reason.
This excites me.
It's so that only Amy who knows all this trivia would be able to do it.
But how does Amy know about what happened in the end of time? How does she know about the 4th Doctor? She doesn't tell her about those things.
Not on screen.
So is that what he just tells her all about his
I think
adventures?
all of these answers are in the facts in the drawing room as well.
Oh, and that's why it made you collect them all. It's very clever game design, really.
And you can stop and go and look and then come back and try again. So there's the Fort of Doomsday question, the cricket one. Presumably the Doctor wrote down those facts on like a little note or a piece of paper next to them so that she would know.
Maybe. Banana Grove. Ooh. Took you a little while to remember that one.
Amy Pond for the win.
Hearing me say this, so you must have answered the questions correctly. Unless you didn't, in which case you can't, and I'm talking to myself. Again. It needs to be activated at both ends of the timer. Just press the button, and it'll sync up with the one in my timer.
Press the button.
Interesting that the questions he wrote for himself refers to the 9th Doctor as the 9th Doctor, and he's actually the 10th Doctor.
That's because the War Doctor doesn't count as the Doctor.
Maybe.
Because he doesn't have the name Doctor. We've been over this. Well, that's that. That's the end of Act 2. It does seem a bit abrupt, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Join us next time to see how it ends. And how they escape. The blobby thing. The aftershave monster.
Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be that much of a threat yet.
Well, it was glowing.